let's go through the Jaguars roster speed round style. We did it yesterday with the Packers, but let's are we doing it or not? We in or we out? All right. Fast through the Jaguars roster. How do they stack up against other teams? A team that was 1-15 last year. Yeah. Let's start with the receivers: DJ Chark, Marvin Jones, Laviska Shenault, Chris Manhertz at tight end. How do they stack up? Just loosely.
Yeah, loosely. That group right there. I mean, again, I think that's sneaky. It's got sneaky potential there. DJ Chark is like one of those receivers you'd throw out there to go, who's one of the best receivers nobody knows or talks about in football. So when I look at it from that angle, I go like right around the middle of the league. That's where I kind of look at them. But the potential maybe to be in that top third if Shenault, and Shenault can kind of come through and help them out. And Marvin Jones, of course, carves out a place there. But, yeah, there's some potential there with this group.
I feel like they've been in that category every year for the last 5 or 6 years. Sneaky potential. Jaguars receivers. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, D.D. Westbrook. Sneaky potential.
Yeah,
now
you're
Westbrook's
right.
Gone. Oh, sneaky potential. Marquise Lee. Now he's long gone.
Right.
Sneaky potential. And the guy, and whoever it is, Alan Hearns, Allen Robinson, they come and they go. They have a big year, and then they disappear, and that's that. And then it's another guy that's got sneaky potential.
Yeah, it's funny. When you lay it out like that, you're right. There's been a lot of that story. DJ Chark is the guy. He is. He's got size. He's got game-breaking type speed. Of course, we know he hasn't had the quarterback that can really show us or help show everybody what he's really got. But I think he's one that's more than potential. Like he's legit. He's the real deal. It's the other guys we got to see about. Laviska Shenault, second year in the NFL. Marvin Jones banged up a little bit last year with Detroit. What's he going to be like? But nonetheless, I think they've given something to Trevor Lawrence to make it work in the passing game and be dangerous that way.
I'm going to say that they are at the top of the bottom third with the potential to climb, and it's going to depend upon a bunch of other factors, how far they climb. Running backs, James Robinson, a revelation last year, undrafted out of Illinois State, great season, touchdowns, yards, fantasy football, stud, showed up at training camp and won the job without the benefit of a preseason, and now here comes first-round pick Travis Etienne. Carlos Hyde's on the team. Where do those three stack up in comparison to other running backs?
Damn, I think when you talk about a trio, that's a potential top 10 group there. I mean, I think especially when you just talk about the duo of Robinson and Etienne, and Carlos Hyde is no joke. I mean, that's a pretty damn good group altogether. Robinson can do everything. Etienne is the same way. He can do everything, too, at I think at a higher level. And then you got Carlos Hyde that's a sledgehammer and can run with real power and be a power back that way. That's where I think you got to be excited. So I think it's like one of those teams that's like dancing around, maybe right outside the top 10 at that position with a chance to be like firmly in the top 10 with a good year by Travis Etienne to add to it.
1,070 rushing yards in 14 games last year for James Robinson, who was the Week 1 starter, had some injuries down the stretch that knocked him out. The offensive line's going to be the key, though.
Need some work.
Right?
Yes.
And you've got Cam Robinson, Andrew Norwell, who took less money and stayed around, Brandon Linder at center, A.J. Cann at right guard, and Jawan Taylor at right tackle. Where are they?
Yeah.
Are they a top half, bottom half, pass, fail?
Bottom
Above
half.
average, below average.
Bottom half, for sure. I mean, really bottom third to really, like, if you want to get into that. I think I look at it and go, Norwell and Linder are the only ones I look at to just consistently play well. Yeah, Norwell's not the star he was, 4 or 5 years ago coming from the Carolina Panthers. Cam Robinson, hey, they franchise tagged him. He's got everything you need physically. Jawan Taylor, the same thing. The guy that fell to them in the second round 2 years ago in the draft. Got everything you need. They got to put it together. But that is got to be a better unit altogether for Trevor Lawrence, for that offense, and what Urban Meyer's going to do. Yeah, they're towards the bottom third of football.
And that's going to be the key, because if they aren't able to block for Trevor Lawrence or the running backs, I mean, he's not going to have time to find open receivers, and it's just got to fall together right, and they better hope they can coach those five up to be better than individually you would look at them and say they are. And they stay healthy, get some continuity and consistency, get an early season schedule that maybe is conducive to building some confidence, getting some buy-in. They're one of the teams, we talked about this yesterday, they're definitely one of the teams, Chris, that needs to have a favorable early season schedule so Urban Meyer can get off to a good start, and so the players can say, yeah, okay, we see what's going on.
Yeah, we buy
here.
into this, right.
We kind of like this,
right.
And the offensive line's a big part of it. Very quickly, let's just throw the whole defense together.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, dominant, or at least on the fringes of it. Now,
right.
what? What are they now?
Now they're like just a bunch of young guys with potential, but nothing special at all. I mean, when you just, Miles Jack and Joe Schobert at middle linebacker, they're really good. Miles Jack, to me, is one of the better middle linebackers in football. But a lot of everything else is young. Hey, K'Lavon Chason, can he, become a better pass rusher? Roy Robertson Harris coming from, the Chicago Bears. They paid a lot of money for him. Can he live up to that? C.J. Henderson, their top 10 pick from 2 years ago at corner. He was really good last year. Does he continue to be awesome? And then they got some guys they drafted on defense in this past draft that I think are going to be instant contributors. So, there's talent there, but it's got to grow. And they're definitely in the bottom third of football as far as their defense is concerned.
Just amazing when you think back to last year. They stole that game against the Colts to start the season.
And that was it.
And then it just went the other way. 15 straight losses and now a new beginning for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The defense, though, definitely needs some work. And they were 3 years removed from being on the brink of the Super Bowl. It just shows you how quickly things can fall apart.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.